Alright, hi guys, welcome back to PKFX YouTube trading channel. Alright, so this video will be a follow-up to our ongoing trade in EURGBP. So as you can see, ever since we entered this particular trade, the market, to be very honest, haven't really chose a direction yet. I would say it has been ranging for quite some time now. In fact, there was a point of time where it almost hit our stop loss. We were lucky enough that our stop loss sizing was a reasonable sizing, so we managed to pass through this particular week out, or we would have been stopped out. However, I did see a new pattern forming over here, which is this bullish triangle pattern. So usually when the market have a strong move upwards, all these movements like a bullish flag has high probability to break to the upside compared to the downside, right? So if I were to zoom out to the 4-hour candles, you can see this even more clearer over here. You can see the previous area where it was ranging, it pretty much now acting as a support, all right? And you can see that the market has been forming some sort of a bullish flag pattern over here. And usually whenever you have a strong upward moves, it tend to consolidate like this. High chances it tend to break to the up direction compared to the down direction. So when I drew these lines, the market was trading somewhere close over here. It haven't really broken out yet. So I wanted to decide whether this particular trade, do I continue holding over the weekends and willing to take in the high swap charges, or should I just close out this trade in a break even or maybe potentially a small loss? What happened is the 4 hours candlestick actually broke to the upside. This was a clear break, and the candle actually closed upwards like this. Now it is having a very strong pullback as well. Usually the expectation is to have a break, a retest on the previous triangle flag structure before the market continue to head to the up direction. Now I gotta understand that today is pretty much Friday and the market will be closing in the next probably 4 hours time. Therefore, I personally would like to see the candlestick pattern to eventually come up here and try to break this previous 4-hour higher high and make a new higher high. So that way at least I know the market is indeed going to go into my direction, right? If I were to zoom out on the daily is still going according to the plan. The daily is a sell, and I'm expecting a strong push to pull back to this particular area. Let me just quickly size this accordingly so that you can see it clearer. Okay, so you can see this, it had a strong sell and it had a pullback, okay, and I'm personally expecting the pullback to come until this area of support resistance, this zone of interest, before pushing back down. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to do that. As you can see, the EMA of the daily is also coming down here, and it's probably going to start acting as a resistance. In fact, you can see this particular candle is getting a wick already over here. Maybe it's trying to pass through this EMA and getting rejected already. So this can also act as a resistance. Maybe the market had already got the pullback before it continues its downtrend. However, I will see in the next few hours how the market is reacting, and based on that I will decide if I'm going to continue to hold this particular trade over the weekends, or do I close in a break even, or probably in a loss as well. It will really depend, because EURGBP, they do have a very high swap for buy, and every single day as I hold the overnight swap is also building up, so that's also a loss for me as well. So this is the current trade. Haven't closed this out yet, so we'll see how it goes. Just to recall, the NZD CAD that we closed out over here on break even, this trade eventually moved to the down direction. Now if I were to drag this all the way up here, probably still haven't got stopped out yet. This trade would be in losses. So I cannot conclude yet if my previous stop that I did over here and took it as a break even was a good move or not. But the moment this candle closes below this extended stop loss over here, the moment it closes down below here, at that point of time, I know that me closing at the break even was actually a good decision, right? I saved my capital. But if it chooses to reverse at any point of time and hit the TP, then probably it was not a good decision, right? And that's one thing I want to tell you guys or share to you guys about trading. Every single day, every new candle forms, and that is like a new a new piece of puzzle that is being given to us to complete the puzzle piece. So every single day, the buyers can actually shift whether it's a buy or a sell. We got to see how it goes. Another trade that I saw here was Euro USD. I was expecting Euro USD for a sell, right? In fact, if you look at this arrow, this is what I drew previously. I was expecting the Euro USD to have a pullback and then to actually continue the downward motion, which is pro trend. Weekly and daily is sell. So I was expecting the market to do this and then start going down. And if we see in the 4-hour candlestick, that is exactly what the market actually did, almost to the T. That's what the market did. And now it's actually already, I would say, it's in sell direction. It's actually going down, making lower high and lower low for the 4-hour candle as well. Now this, at this point of time, the market is literally 4 hours is a sell as well. So this is, I would say, an even better trade than EURGBP. If we were to see the market, making the new lower low over here, this particular candle, this was our point of entry. This could have been our point of entry when the market made the higher high and higher low, and it break the previous higher high into a higher low. This could have been our entry point, or even higher over here. This is what I was expecting. If you go to the 30 minutes candlestick, the moment you saw, I would say, like a shift of structure over here, right? The moment it closed out over here, below this particular candle, this was the highest point, and technically this was the higher low of the 30 minutes candle, and this was the next higher high. So the moment the candlestick closed below here, all these points was good entry, and ever since you entered, you see the market had a very good momentum pushing towards the downside. Irrespective of the EMA, it broke the 4-hour EMA and kept pushing towards the downside. So this, if we would have taken this trade, this would have been a very good trade, even compared to the EURGBP that had been pretty much sideways ever since we entered, and only now it's kind of showing an upward direction. So just to update on these trades to you guys, thank you so much for watching. Come weekend, I will do, once the market has already closed, I will do the weekend analysis for the upcoming trades for next week. So please do follow up, like, subscribe, and share to any of your trader friends who would be interested to know what the market is going to do the following week. And thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.